Hey guys, what's going on? This is Outdoorsman1 coming at you today. I got a new backpack and I want to show you guys about it. Hey guys, what's going on? So I'm back. I've got another video for you today. Today I've got my hand in the glove. This is a really cool glove. It's like silicone on the inside, so it's supposed to help scars heal and whatnot. And it's kind of cool. It's got like an ace bandage on the outside to keep it all together. Alrighty, so today is June 8th, which means that it's the REI Used gear sale. And I showed up about 15 minutes late, which is a bad decision when you're going to an REI Used gear sale, and there's only one REI in Utah, in Sandy. So me and my buddy from work, we headed down there, or well, up there I guess it would be, see what's going on, to see what the store had. Walked around a little bit, didn't see anything cool, but if you guys know REI Used gear sales very well, then you know that people grab things just because they look cool, and then they realize that they don't have enough money and they go put it back, or they realize that they didn't like it for some reason, or it didn't fit them and they go put it back, or it didn't come with a tent pole and they don't want to go buy more tent poles or something like that. So I walked around, didn't find anything, just kind of hung out, saw somebody put something down that I thought was kind of cool. You know, there were some dry bags, there were some shoes or stuff that was pretty well priced, but I didn't really see anything that caught my eye until I got this backpack. So for the longest time, I've been looking for a relatively cheap backpack, and I mean cheap because I don't want to worry about it. A backpack that I use every day, that most likely I'll end up throwing a soft panel body armor in the back of. Usually that's where there's the laptop container of sorts, or where you store your laptop. And I've just wanted a daily backpack that I can have a first aid kit, a phone charger, you know, a charging cord, my laptop if I need it. If I don't want to be carrying my weapon on me because I'm wearing a shirt and tie, or I'm going to a job site for some reason and I don't want to have things in my pockets, I can carry my firearm in my backpack. And I've just been looking for something that was a nice looking backpack, but something that I wasn't necessarily going to worry about very much. And that's what I found today. This is the REI, so it's an REI brand backpack, the REI RUCKPACK 28. They have an 18 liter, I believe, and then I think they have like a 40 some odd liter. And this backpack is brand new. It was only fitted to a person. There's not even a dirt stain on it. The most revealing thing that is used is the telltale REI Used Gear X on the top. Now there's a couple things that are very interesting about this backpack, and that's the reason why I decided to purchase it. When my buddy and I grabbed the stuff that we thought we were going to end up buying, we walked around the inside of the store and I found an Osprey. If you guys know me, you know that I'm an Osprey guy when it comes to gear. I found an Osprey, I think it was a 35 liter, I don't remember what model it was in there. They're green color that I really like, and I walked around with it. I grabbed a 10-pound beanbag and I threw it in this, and I threw the 10-pound beanbag in that. They distributed the weight almost the same. This guy is actually a little bit more comfortable than the Osprey in my opinion, but the Osprey just had too many pockets. It had so many things. It looked like a high schooler's backpack that was really expensive and made by an expensive company. And I just necessarily wasn't all that interested in it. So I just got home. I really don't know anything about this backpack. I've worn it around a little bit. I've used it today for the last couple hours, but I haven't put it through its paces. So this is kind of an initial opinions of the backpack. The backpack goes for about $99 brand new, and I bought it for $49. The only thing that was listed on the tag was that it was too big. And I find that really funny because it's a 28 liter backpack. You should kind of know what you're getting into when you buy a 28 liter backpack. It's the size of a normal school backpack. The interesting thing about it to me right off the bat is the fact that it sits higher than the strap. It sits, the brain of the backpack sits higher than where your toe handle or your grab strap is. And I find that kind of interesting because it makes it kind of a shorter backpack, and that's why I was kind of reluctant to buy it until I put weight in it and stuffed it. As you can see, I actually do have some stuff in here right now just to give it a little bit of girth so you can see the size and the profile of it, which I really enjoy because you kind of get that more, it's streamlined, so it kind of gives you more of a professional look in regards to the backpack. So I could use it when I'm wearing a shirt and tie going to a job site or something, but I wouldn't feel out of place using this backpack. As well, I could take it on a day hike and it would be able to perform well. So there's some things that I've noticed about it, and there's going to be some things that I notice about it throughout the future. First thing, starting off on here, the shoulder straps are very nicely padded. Not going to go into that because the shoulder strap is a shoulder strap. They've got elastic bands all around here, and you've got your whistle, safety whistle on your sternum strap. And then as well, on the sternum strap, you have a hydro clip, which I do find very useful because if I'm not using Nalgene's, I'm 100% of the time using a hydration setup. I have the source, I have a source bladder, and I have a couple Camelback bladders, and I use them interchangeably. Then moving on to the bottom, this was the thing that caught my eye originally when I saw the backpack, is at the time, the rain fly was actually laying out on the ground. Everything was stretched out. It was kind of laying on the ground like this. And whenever I see an internal or built-in pocket on the bottom of a backpack, and you buy a backpack brand new that comes with a rain fly, I'm almost immediately more drawn to that backpack than anything else in the store because I find this to be such an awesome, awesome thing. On my Camelback mule, it saved my life numerous times on my mission when I had that internal rain fly. And it just sits away, and you've just got that tab there. The pad system is very interesting. It doesn't necessarily look very comfortable, and it's not until you actually put weight in it. And when you have weight in it, it becomes very comfortable, and it sits very nicely off of your back, especially if you're wearing just a normal t-shirt, and it's not super abrasive. And then you've got your waist strap that tucks behind here. I'm not a big waist strap guy in general, especially on a backpack that I'm not going to be doing any hardcore running with or doing anything like that. I'm just going to leave that back there. It's tucked away nicely. I'm not even going to pull it out, but it does exist for those people out there that I know love them. The only thing that I'm not 100% sold on in regards to this backpack is the stitching for the shoulder straps. Granted, you're not going to be using this backpack for heavy loads, but the backpack doesn't seem to have the most sturdy. You do have a multiple back stitch here on both of the shoulder straps, but it just seems kind of flimsy to me. But again, I'm not going to be using it for something more than probably 12 pounds, so fully loaded. So I don't foresee that becoming a problem. You've got your hydro routing holes right here and right here. And then we're going to talk about the outside primarily because the outside of the backpack is so interesting to me that it's the reason I decided to go with this over the Osprey, which is kind of proven and very elegantly designed. But I think this backpack looks fantastic. So I've got a Polar bottle in here, the 24 ounce, and then I've got a 1 liter Nalgene over here. And I just put those there to kind of give it some shape. You can see here you've got a little bungee cord, which if you pull it out, it reveals an adjustable bungee cord with a hook on it, and you get that on both sides. And you can use this for whatever you want, but along this back stitch here along the front, you've got this webbing that's about maybe 1/4 of an inch wide. And you can loop this in there and then tighten this down if you were to suspend something across here. If you wanted to put a jacket on the outside of your backpack because it's fully loaded and you were wearing it and then it got warm, put that there, bungee it down. I think that that's a really cool idea, and then they just hide away into this little pocket right there, right behind the REI symbol, but on both sides. And then you've got two sections and 2 sections. And then down here on the bottom, you pull that orange tab, and now you have another attachment point, which is about 3 inches long. Very nice webbing. I do like the fact that it's symmetrical. Most backpacks have one large loop on one side and then 2 small loops on the other side. That really annoys me. And then the fact that this is symmetrical really is a plus for me. If you wanted to, you could crisscross them to support something on the outside of the backpack to do whatever you want to do. The hook isn't really designed to go through that big of something, but it seems to hold well, and the bungee is very nice. So we're going to talk about different sides of the backpack now, because the different sides are very independently different. The bottom, you've just got, like I said, that orange zipper for your rain fly. Right here, you've just got the tag, RUCKPACK 28, the name of the backpack. So over here, you've got a very widely expandable pocket for a water bottle. You can even fit a 68-ounce flask in here, a hydro flask. I used a 50/50, I think is the name brand, because they were on sale at Sportsman's Warehouse. But it is massive. It will fit in there if your backpack isn't very well loaded. And then you have that bungee there, and then this can cinch up. And I do love the fact that the cinch straps are on the inside of the zipper, so you're not going to have to undo this to unzip the backpack, which is the opposite case when it comes to this side strap, which is there if you had something larger protruding from the top. You can cinch that down as well. This will cinch the backpack up and to your shoulder. So if you unzip this side, what you're going to see, I have my concealed carry weapon in there. I'm going to put that down and out of the way. On this side, you've got about a 4 to 5 inch pocket here. You've got a felt lined deep pocket, which goes all the way down, as you can see. That's obviously your phone pocket of some sort. You've got pen holders, and then you've got kind of a keys holder and whatnot. And then another pocket right here, which goes inside and is felt lined on the inside, but not on the side that faces the inside of the backpack. Very nice. This is going to be the side where I keep my phone charger, a battery pack, and my phone if I don't want it in my pockets, as well as some pens. So the other side where I have my Nalgene. Nalgene sits in there perfectly. I probably have 8 different Nalgenes, so that's great that they fit so well. I'm going to open that cinch strap and unzip this down to the end, and you get side access to the inside of your backpack, which I think is phenomenal. For example, if you're carrying the backpack, sorry, my hand makes things kind of cumbersome. If you're carrying the backpack, you can swing it down, unzip this, and it's at a perfect angle for you to side access anything that you want from the inside of your backpack. As well, along here, you've got a quick access little mesh netting where you could store whatever you want. Yes, I do have a backpack inside of this backpack. Actually, I've got an Osprey, my Osprey carry-on backpack, the day pack, the summit pack that comes off of that is stuffed in here, because that's been my kind of go to work, carry around things, general use backpack. Not one that I necessarily go hiking with, but one that I carry things to and from work and whatnot in that kind of essence. Now I have a dedicated backpack for that, and then I can put this in my storage with the rest of my hiking gear in the different bins. So I really love this part of the backpack, which is one of the big reasons why I was again, so attracted to this over the Osprey is you can flip it to the side, just like this, open it up, access anything that you want from the inside of the backpack, and you are good to go. So we're going to close that up. Now we're going to talk about the, again, very interesting design of the main chamber of the backpack. And now, as you can see, the brain does not unzip along here, the top of the back. You've got the brain, the top of the brain, which opens up and it kind of looks like a lunch box. And it is kind of insulated on the top here, which is kind of nice. So if you wanted to throw some sodas in there, there's actually some foam in this top. So you do get some sort of insulation when it comes to this, which I find to be cool because, you know, easy access, throw some sodas in there, throw some sandwiches in there, and it's not going to heat up really quick. Or if you throw an ice pack in there, it'll keep it cold. I just have a CB radio SWR meter in there because that's what I was doing just now, is checking my radio. But it's a very deep pocket. Fantastic. Love that. Then the backpack opens from the inside, so you do have to take the backpack off fully to be able to access it. But since it is kind of a commuter style backpack, that's becoming more popular where you have to open it from the inside so nobody else can open it. So just so I can show the kind of the versatility of this backpack, here's the 64 ounce massive thermo flask, which fits in there really well. If I was going hiking, I would probably almost definitely want to throw the strap through here, which is a nice addition. It fits kind of perfectly in that spot. But I'd want to throw that in there just so this guy doesn't fall out or anything. If I bend over or I'm walking across a fallen tree or something. I know I've had things fall out of my backpack that weren't strapped down when crossing logs and whatnot. So that's no bueno. So we're gonna probably strap that down, but very versatile backpack. So I'm gonna take these guys out. In comparison of size to the Farpoint Micro backpack, the tear off, they're about the same size vertically. This one guy's a little bit taller because the strap is right here and the strap is right here, and like I said, it kind of has the brain that's above that guy. But since it is the commuter style backpack, you've got YKK zippers all around it, so you know they're going to last really well. And then all of them have these nice REI pull tabs, which are out of this kind of mini paracord, and it's really sturdy. This zipper specifically is lockable, so that's nice, I think, for someone if you're going to use it as a carry-on of some sort, which I actually might in the future, because it's such a nice looking backpack. I might actually do that. I like to dress up when I fly. I'm kind of old-fashioned in that regard. But if you open this up and kind of tear apart this lunch pail looking thing, it kind of just flops down, and then right here you can see where that channel goes. The backpack does have this plastic soft frame in there, so it's very moldable. It's almost like a Kydex type deal going on, but it gives it a nice square form to the lip here, and then it allows you to kind of set it down and get this guy open. So as most REI products are, it was made in Vietnam or Indonesia. And then on the inside, it's just really simple. You have nothing on the top. You've got this part where you can run a hydro. It's got this little water droplet on it, like a lot of REI things do that have hydros. Open this guy up. You can run a hydro in there. You can run a laptop in there, whatever you need. I will probably end up putting a soft panel piece of body armor in there, just because in my daily carry backpack, that's kind of something that I do. And I'll go into that in a different video. But in the meantime, this kind of just clips right there. I don't really ever foresee using a hydro in this backpack unless I do end up using it for hiking, but I don't necessarily foresee that. On the inside, you've got that pocket here. It's not really accessible from this angle because it's designed to be accessible here. So it's not necessarily all that accessible from being top fed. But you do have this large pocket that goes the whole length of the front here. Again, between the ripstop material, and the inside there is a little bit of foam there, so you do kind of have some insulation. If you've got a backpack or something in there, GoPros, gear that you don't necessarily want overheating, that might be really nice for you because you've got that foam kind of insulation. There are two kind of key suspension clips in here. My bad, there's just one. I thought I saw it. On the inside, there aren't any pull tabs on the little rope, but the rope is thicker than the tabs on the outside. And then that just pretty much goes all the way down the center to the bottom. The bottom is cushioned because you've got that rain fly packed there in the bottom. Right here is where it kind of fills out. And I'm really looking forward to this backpack, guys. It's a cheap backpack in all scheme of things, but I was looking at the Grommet, I believe is what it's called, backpack. It's kind of a daily carry backpack, an EDC style backpack, and then I was kind of looking into that with my money, but I saw this today and I said, you know what, 49 bucks for this backpack that's brand new that somebody returned because it was too big, and all I've got to deal with is this X that'll fade away. I've got no problems with that, and I'm actually really happy that I did. Since I've owned it for the last 4 hours, I've found out a lot of things about it and figured out that I really like it. So guys, this is my initial review of the REI RUCKPACK 28. Thanks guys for watching, and keep it on the trail.